Okay, we're gonna have another project. This one you have seen on the channel before. I've talked about it. I've even said I have a series of Camaros I'm thinking about building. I don't know what's gotten into me. This one, again, another 1/24th. You guys know, I'm not crazy about this scale. And a lot of people aren't crazy about this kit because, for one, it's molded in orange, and nobody really likes that. And then it's this weird body that's sort of proportioned. There's the clear parts, clearly. Put them in there to protect them. They are in pretty good shape. I'll just put those back over there. And got the chassis in here. And this kit is unbuilt. Wheels have been removed from the sprue. And done some pre-assembly. But this is what's unique about this kit, is these wheels. Only time it was in this Camaro. Other thing is the instructions and those decals. And we're going to see if we can use those, because I think I'm going to build this mostly like on the box, because it's part of my project 1982, and it's kind of got some neat stuff. There's some parts off the sprues, as we see, but I believe it's all here and not yet started. So let's get started. So as I said, yeah, this body, before the more modern 69 Camaro kit came out, this was the only game in town. And it's I think it's a little squished this way, and maybe it's just it kind of looks like a Camaro, but it doesn't really look like a Camaro. And the new kit is much better, but this one has a lot of neat nostalgia for us children of the 70s. And as I said, this one was on my shelf. I think my dad built it. I probably watched him and basically said, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? And based on that, I think I'm going to do the same type of build and take a little bit of what I learned from the cheap Chevelle and try to build this very frugally, if you will. Fortunately, I have friends in the hobby, and this kit was sent to me to build, and I totally appreciate it. Those that sent it know who they are. Thank you very much. And what I'm going to do is, you saw I had too many models, and I have a whole lot of paint. I have some TS73 clear orange. I have some TS6 matte black from, all this stuff is from the Potato Color Company, since, you either say tomato, Tamayo, you get it. And I have some TS17. All of this stuff was in stock, so I'm kind of like, let's use it up. Check out the kit. This kit's pretty basic. First step, you have the chassis and suspension and some springy things and some control arms. So yeah, let's go find those parts. I found one of them, and I thought that this kit was unstarted and unbuilt, but something from step 1 has been assembled, and I don't think that that's where that is supposed to go. So I think I just Need to try to fix that. It's wish me luck here. Let's see. Is it gonna? Ooh, don't want to break it. Oh, there we go. Yes, I have to clean up some of the glue stuff there. And where did that thing go? Hope it didn't fall into the burn pile. So I've gotten busy and kind of sanded out that errantly applied control arm, and it's not perfect, but I think once this is painted, it's gonna at least look as good as maybe that side, hopefully. And you know, there is this shiny circular thing that's gonna go here eventually. Took the lower suspension piece and glued the springs on, and I thought about just gluing this on like that, but that might make painting a little bit more difficult, and I can assemble this after all of this is painted. So that's kind of the plan there. And then same thing with the rear axle. I did did all the cleanup on these traction bars. It had some pretty bad mold lines here and across here, and then some pin marks on this side, and there's pin marks, I mean, on the inside of the spring, but you can't, if I cut those out, you're gonna lose whatever, and it's fine for this. But the most curious thing is the chrome cover was missing, and I had to dive deep into the parts box, and fortunately I had one left over from my 57 Corvette naked group build, and that saved me, because this project would have been seriously stalled, or I'd have a giant hole back here, which would not be very attractive. And it looks like it's the exact same part. You know, like Monogram tooled this kit and the Corvette at about the same time, and it actually has the locator mark to fit right there, and per the instructions, it's the same style. So we'll show that once we get some paint squirted on this, and that's kind of what's going on with all of this. Started looking at the orange parts, and I did some pre-assembly on the engine. This we're gonna kind of clean this up a little bit, so I know that the chrome bell housing cover fits nice, and tested the fit of the cylinder heads to the intake manifold, so that fits correctly. And while I was looking at engine parts, I went on and put the tranny together. No, not that kind of tranny. The transmission 4-speed style. I'm gonna zip out some of that mold line as well. Sit back up. Another black piece. This needs a little bit of cleanup. It's kind of just got a little bit of fuzziness around the edges. This is what makes the models good, when you take the time and kind of see how it's not very smooth here along this edge. I'm gonna sand all that out, make it nice and smooth, so when the black is painted on there, it'll be smooth as well. More orange parts. You know, the front fascia. It had some really nasty Hawker sprue connector pieces on the corners. Be careful when snipping those off, because you don't want to have to fill these. I left big edges on it and then just ground it away slowly, you know, chew on it. Hood. It had some sink marks right here in the edges where these depressions are for the hood hinge. So those are going to get zipped out and smoothed out. Speaking of smoothed out, got the body here. And something I kind of wanted to do here, because this is not going to be specifically out of the box. I want it to look good. And what I did here is sand off all the emblems. We have a Z28 emblem, even a side marker, a Camaro that goes there, another side marker, and even took the door handle off and the door lock. And while I was at it, because this was kind of rough through here, because there's mold lines kind of that they used on the door lines, and I also scribed these out deeper with the tomato scriber. You know, I like this tool. So on the other side, I still got to do that. You know, that's what they used to look like. And the thing is these things, you know, I'm not good enough to paint these. And I could foil them and then paint over them. There's one trick, but you know what? There's a better way to do these. And this is the better way. Get you a model car garage, MCG 2068, 69 Camaro detail set. And these are etched metal out of nickel silver. And as you can see, they're shiny. And I know what you're thinking is, how do you work with these things? Well, we're gonna get into that. But if you look, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like little tiny Z28s, marker lights, Camaros, all the stuff. And this is designed for the Revell 25th scale kit. So they're going to be a little bit small, but I think that they're going to look pretty good on this once we get some better paint on here. And sure beats trying to use, you know, one of these things to paint those. And that's a burn pile. So continuing on, I'm going to sand and then start hosing. See this right there? See how it's shiny? Right across this edge? It's a minor sink mark. We'll block this all out to match the other side. And that seems like a good stopping point. Next time, I'll hose this thing with the clear orange tomato paint and see what happens. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do, because I have all kinds of model car stories to tell. Thanks for watching.